Hello and welcome. I am Linda Wilds, President of THIS for Diplomats, and I will share with you valuable information on how THIS for Diplomats serves you, our diplomats. THIS for Diplomats is a nonprofit service organization that is independent and self-sustaining while also apolitical and non-sectarian. We are a volunteer organization dedicated to promoting citizen diplomacy and mutual understanding among nations. THIS for Diplomats was created in 1961 by President Kennedy's Chief of Protocol to welcome diplomats and their families to Washington, D.C. Some of our first volunteers were the wives of his cabinet members. Over the years, we have received letters from United States presidents thanking us for our contributions to the diplomatic community during their presidencies. Former President Barack Obama referred to our volunteers as generous individuals who serve as ambassadors of American hospitality, whose work reminds us of the profound impact each of us can have in building goodwill and mutual understanding among peoples and nations. And former President George W. Bush wrote, "I appreciate the efforts of THIS staff and volunteers to provide hospitality to those who have traveled to represent their nations. By advancing goodwill and understanding, you help build a brighter future for people of all nations." Our mission is to promote international understanding and friendship through educational, informational, and cultural exchanges with members of the diplomatic community in Washington, D.C. To this day, no other organization provides this unique function. We fulfill our mission by offering you opportunities to experience Washington, D.C. and our culture through diverse cultural exchange groups and a variety of programs. Last year alone, we hosted 193 cultural exchange meetings and provided 36 wonderful programs attended by nearly 450 diplomats. Our cultural exchange groups typically meet in volunteers' homes for coffee and conversation. However, due to social distancing guidelines, we have transitioned to video conferencing so that we may continue meeting together. Some of our cultural exchanges are organized by neighborhood locations where you live, and others are focused on sharing a specific culture or activity. It is at these cultural exchange gatherings where diplomats have built lasting relationships with each other and with our volunteers. Our programs give you and your family unique behind-the-scenes experiences, such as tours of government buildings, access to performing arts and art exhibits, and opportunities to attend professional sporting events. We strive to provide programs with special access to activities around D.C. that you and your families may not otherwise get to attend. Although many venues currently are closed due to the coronavirus pandemic, we continue to provide programs virtually, with insider tours of many wonderful museums and parks from around the country. We accomplish all of this with just over 200 volunteers supported by our 2 office staff, Program Manager Rebecca Brown and Executive Assistant Lars Warren. If you contact our office for assistance during business hours, Rebecca and Lars will help you register for THIS activities and answer your questions. The heart of THIS is the unpaid dedicated volunteers who are highly educated, speak multiple languages, and are well-traveled like you, the diplomats we serve. Our volunteers have had careers that span academia, industry, and public service. We contribute thousands of hours in time and dollars to serve you, the diplomats in our communities. If you have not already signed up to join THIS for Diplomats, I urge you to join now. Diplomats and their families enroll for free. By joining, you receive all of our mailings, can participate on our cultural exchange groups, and have the opportunity to attend our many programs. Even now, while observing social distancing guidelines, we are sharing information on virtual programs and sending invitations to participate in our cultural exchange groups video conferences. You can register by going to our website, clicking on the Join Us tab, and selecting Diplomat Enrollment. Once you receive confirmation of your enrollment, you can begin registering for our many activities. Many of the diplomats who participate in THIS for Diplomats leave Washington, D.C. with positive experiences and long-lasting friendships. Some have returned here to their embassies, looking forward to rejoining THIS and reestablishing their friendships. I hope you will join THIS for Diplomats, and I look forward to meeting you soon at one of our events, either virtually or in person.